Honourable Maurice Williamson.
Incredibly prestigious day when Eleanor Catton wins the Man Booker Prize, sir. I want to make the theme of my speech one of a bit more to do with a literary theme, sir. And I want to tie it to the recent announcements about regional numbers, sir. And I want to use a couple of things that I wasn't able to use even at question time. For example, sir, I was giving the House a briefing about how seriously wrong David Cunliffe had got his regional forecast, sir. Seriously wrong. His calculator and his crystal ball must both be broken, sir, because he got them wrong. He put out press releases saying that there was a mass exodus. Census shows regional exodus under Nats was the headline of his press release, sir. Another one that comes here, Cunliffe blames government for the Taranaki exodus. But as I said, sir, in keeping with trying to be literary, I found a poem, and I thought the poem, sir, would really bring it to the House's attention. The poem is called I Am Census, and Census is me. So regional growth has been so poor, it's the last one out who should close the door. The Nats have dealt the region such a blow, and now only the big cities are able to grow. The Waikato and the Naki are down but not out. It's Labour to their rescue, as their leader I did shout. When the census is released, the truth will be felt. Just what a blow to the regions has been dealt. It's so very sad to see such regional decline. Places that once sparkled now wither and die on the vine. The big just get bigger and Australia does beckon. This is the worst government ever. What do you all reckon? Oh no, gosh gee, bugger damn. The actuals are out and my predictions are a sham. The regions are actually growing, they're actually on fire, they're alive. And as Labour leader, it's unlikely I'll now survive. Sir, that's a poem I found called I Am Census and Census is Me. And it puts it in a nutshell. It puts it in a nutshell, sir. How can a party, a once proud party, have a leader get up and make statements? They're not mine. These are his statements. Census shows regional exodus. That's what his headline of his press statement is. And every region in the country but one has grown. And then to pick, this is I reckon, this is my personal favourite, Mr. Speaker, this is my personal favourite, to pick Taranaki. Taranakis are leaving the province in droves because they've been forgotten by the national government, said David Cunliffe, Labour Party leader. Well, that's interesting, because here I've got a Stuff article from today, the 16th of October, by Helen Harvey, which says, it's head count springs big surprise. Taranaki leaders are hailing new population figures that show the region is booming. Now, sir, how does that work? How can you be the leader of an opposition with a phenomenally big resource budget and a research unit, and they've obviously sat down and done their work, forecast to the nation what is going to happen, actually put a bit of a frightener on some of us, my God, if Taranaki has collapsed like this, it's going to be quite serious and quite damning. And then, sir, the reality comes out that he got it so wrong. Sir, he got it so wrong. Waikato was another good example of where there is phenomenal growth, sir. Under this government, the regions are actually booming. And remember, sir, that is under two enormously big caveats for the nation. A global financial crisis, which put the whole country into a state of financial difficulty, and a massive earthquake which cost billions, if not tens of billions, to the economy, sir. So then I got some numbers from the research unit to have a look at things like, well, OK, if the population is growing, let's have a look at whether, say, incomes are growing. Because again we will hear from Mr Cunliffe as Leader of the Opposition, well, people are so much worse off. Here's just a couple of figures that I think this House should sort of dwell on. After-tax wages in New Zealand since 2008, and so that's the ones that matter, after-tax wages in New Zealand since 2008 have gone up 22%, 22, and before the Labour Party calls, oh, well, what about all the cost rises? That is at the same time while inflation went up by only 9%. Now, I know most people can work that out. 22% increase in after-tax wages, while their cost of living CPI only up by 9%, sir. It's a fantastic outcome. The region should be hellishly proud of themselves, and one day they should stop listening to David Cunliffe like most of his own caucus have already done.
Catherine